Alrighty then, we're off to the VA in Alexandria, Louisiana to get this huge chunk of metal cut out of my arm. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ziggy. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can get Ziggy with it. Okay, so I'm about halfway into my trip to the Alexandria VA, which is actually more like in Pineville, Louisiana. And I just wanted to give you a little hint of what kind of fuel mileage I'm getting in this Ram 1500 Eco Diesel pickup. As I was passing that big truck just now at 70 miles an hour, I was getting about 30, so I guess that means there was a little bit of wind. So anyhow, on the way over there where the doctor is going to be cutting into my arm to pick out whatever kind of alien probe is in there, and I'm hoping that he's going to let me take a video of it. And I was slow getting over right there. There were some aggressive drivers there, and since I was busy talking to you guys, I was too slow getting over, and they had to zoom on by me. But that's okay. I leave the cruise control at 70, 71, and I'm getting, well, you just missed 30 again, because that car was passing me, and I guess it blocked a little bit of the wind. But yeah, 29 miles per gallon at 71 miles an hour in a pickup truck. That's right. And this is what we're looking at. The leaves are already coming back. Done with my amputation, and I come out of the hospital, and here's what I come out to. Okay, so I moved someplace a little quieter away from the ambulances that are running. But anyhow, I'm all done inside, and here's how my operation went. That's right. He squoze it a couple of times and said he wasn't going to do anything about it because the piece was so tiny that it would damage my arm more for him digging around for it than it would do just if I left it alone. So, we're leaving it alone. Sorry I don't have more exciting things to report to you, but I did pick up some CPAP supplies while I'm here, and other than that, I guess it was pretty much a wasted trip. Okay, so I'm guessing you saw the VA police cars that were there. Well, the cops actually came up to me and made me stop videoing, because if I get a patient in the frame, that could be a HIPAA violation. So I was going to get some pictures of the trees for you, because it is actually kind of beautiful here on the historic Alexandria campus of the VA. At least I hear it's historic, because every time I call in and I'm on hold, they tell me over and over and over and over what a historic campus this is, and they're not even satisfied with that. They have to tell me in French and English. But, oh, here's the trees. So I'm on the way home now, but what I'm going to do is, instead of taking the interstate where it took me an hour and a half to get here, I'm going to take the old US 167 highway, and we'll see how much longer that takes. And you never know, I may find something interesting to video on the way. Too bad I didn't bring my drone. Well, I actually missed my turn and had to turn around and come back because I was busy preparing to get some video of the train and just missed my turn, turned around, and it turns out I got some better video. At least I think it's better. And now my analysis coming on this other road here. The scenery is much the same, but there's more like farm areas. You can see the sugarcane field freshly plowed, ready to go. Or I suppose it could be soybeans or something. And there's more businesses that are right there at the road. There's turnarounds like this one that I'm going on to right now. And people's homes are much closer to the road. So I have made it to lovely Turkey Creek, Louisiana, and now it's 2-lane roads instead of 4-lane divided highway, and much more scenic, and of course the homes are there, and lots of trees. Well, I've made it through Lovelyville, Platte, Louisiana, and I'm about halfway to Opelousas, but I went that way on the motorcycle before, and you can see it in my previous video, the one that's titled, I think it's About Ziggy. And anyhow, I'm not going to be videoing any more sites because you've already seen them if you've been watching my videos. But anyhow, I thought of something else I needed to discuss, which is on my last video, which was my first ride since the crash on the bike. I was discussing getting the Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk, but then I started thinking also that I love the engine and transmission in this truck so much that why not go for the Jeep Overland with the air suspension. And I mean, it's already pretty much set up for it. It's got the same engine and transmission as this truck, so maybe that should be a contender also, even though I was hoping to do it in a different vehicle meaning the Jeep Cherokee, because it's like people just don't take the Cherokee seriously as an off-road vehicle. And for that matter, I guess they don't really consider the Grand Cherokee to be a good off-road vehicle, even though they are quite capable. But if I could get one with the same engine and transmission as this truck, I'm sure I would enjoy it a lot. And you might ask, why don't I just use this truck? Well, it's not a four-wheel drive. so it would not be suitable. And I mean, even if I put a camper on the back, I have the short bed, so it would not be long enough for me to sleep in it. And I mean, if the Cherokee is big enough to put a twin mattress, then the Grand Cherokee certainly is. So that might be a more logical step for me to take. Come to think of it, I don't think I did make it all the way through Opelousas on the previous video. I made it through Sunset for sure, but I don't feel like going through Opelousas right now. I'm just gonna head home because we're already like an extra hour into the trip. So what the heck, I'm just gonna go home. Sorry to disappoint.